Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And let me turn this volume off. There we go. All right, the sun is giving me a little bit of problem today. Look how sunny it is out there. Can you see right here the glare from the window? And watch. When I'm in the sun, I can't see a thing. So, good morning to you. And I am, oh, got fuzzy on my tongue. I am coming to you from the craft room. And so I, um, I wanted to give you an update. So that's why I tried out StreamYard. We're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking to get it to go right. But for right now, look at this. I'm at my table. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Alice. It's good to see you this morning. Good to see you. So I'm actually going to have to move my laptop down so that I'm out of the sun. And I'll use that for chatting and whatnot this morning. But look, and I'm going to give you a tour in a little bit. But for right now, let's just chat, see how everybody's doing, and let's just do that. So let me do a little bit of moving so that I can see you and so that you can see me, because I'm not going to be like blown out with this sun. Like, I know, it's like heavenly angel time, but yeah, we need to be able to see around here, don't we? Yes, we do. So hold on just a sec. And oh, thank you. You know what, Alice? I found this top in my closet. I haven't worn it in probably, well, maybe 4 years or something like that. No, it's been, well, I don't know. Can you see how that sun is just so bright right there? It's crazy. Yeah, look. See how everything is just blowing up. Let me bring this down oh, I think that's okay. All right, so I can see now. And should I, because you know what? For Christmas this year, my sweet sister-in-law, her husband, is so sweet too. And he gave me a new tabletop ring camera holder or whatever. And oh, you know what? The only thing is I couldn't figure out how to yeah, never mind. I couldn't figure out how to hook it because we have this other hook thing, but oh, yeah, I can fix that. So anyway, I might bring you onto the table. Let's see. So wasn't that sweet of him? He gave me a little tabletop ring light. He said that when he saw that, he thought of me, which was really super sweet. And I know I'm going to have to put, yes, just sunlight when it's just me. Well, even, Robin, even when it's just me, it blinds me. It's a little blinding. So I think I may have to, put, I think now in the other rooms, I put a curtain just on the bottom of the window. I really wanted to like not have curtains on the windows, but I may have to rethink that. Especially the way the sun comes through, it is pretty intense because the front and the back of the house is east and west. So, that's where the windows are, and that's where the sun goes. So It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Thank you for being patient with me. Oh my goodness. So let me see if this works. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't, well, then I tried. So let's do this. Sorry about my hand. And let's see if I can get this to hook in here. Good morning, Catherine. It's good to see you. Oh, yeah. Oh, golly. That is quite hefty. Here we go. Oh, oh, you just have the tops. Okay. Woo. Okay. Let's see. All right. So there we go. How about that? How about that? So I don't know. I think it would be better if you can see more of the curtains. I mean, more of the yarn. So, maybe like this. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of crazy, huh? Yeah. But you know what? It's an okay problem to have. There we go. How about that? Am I sideways? I feel like I'm sideways. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. I'm still in the sun, but there we go. Okay. That's better. What do you think about that? So as you can see, I still have tote boxes and I still have I still have tons of boxes. Well, I say tons. It feels like tons, but it's not quite tons. But let's go into that in just a minute. Let's see. Miguel, it's good to see you. Okay, is that better? Yeah, that's much better, I think. Yeah, yeah. And then I can actually send the sun there. Oh, it poured about an hour ago. Wow. Angel glow. I know, right? So, they promised us snow again. No snow. Well, it may have snowed a tiny bit, but there's some frost on the ground out there. I'm seeing a little bit of white on the ground, but I'll just call it frost. There's no snow out there. There's no snow. Oh, come on now. Oh no, your ears hurt. You have sinuses. Oh my goodness, that's too bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me look here. So, um, let's see. Good morning to everyone. This is what I see. Now, I have a question for you. Did anybody come in a little bit early today? Does it allow you to come in early and chat? I don't know, because I'm using StreamYard this morning. And so I was just wondering. Yeah, I was just wondering. Um, oh, you got no snow, Robin. Oh my gosh. And they just keep promising me snow. And they say, well, this last one, they even said we could get a little over an inch of accumulation. And I was like, all right, we're finally going to see, because I couldn't wait. I want to film out here with the light dusting of snow. I don't care if it's a light dusting, as long as you can see it, right? I wanted to be able to share that with you, but no go. So what's in your cup this morning? I have coffee, and it's really good. And I have converted myself to being a coffee and a little tiny drop of half and half. And that is actually what's in my cup this morning. You can see it's not that light, but I probably could have put a little bit more in there, but I'm just slowly converting myself to just the half and half. And I don't even use sweetener. I never used sugar, but I'm not using sweetener. So I'm trying to get away from artificial sweeteners, from, anything bioengineered, anything like that, right? And Alice is a half and half. Oh, and you had some snow, Alice. Wow, that's good. Miguel has black coffee in his cup. And Alice, morning cozy coffee. Patty Barker, good morning to you. It's good to see you. Happy Monday. This is the second Monday of the new year. How is 2024 treating you? I'm real excited about 2024. I'm very hopeful, very hopeful, and just, trying to make the best of everything and just thoroughly enjoy being here. Yes, Miguel, it's Monday. Can you believe it? Now, last night I got some inspiration, and because I have a plan for this week, I have my schedule that I'm trying to keep up with. But last night I got a little bit of inspiration, and so I made 2 videos for my other channel last night. I did 2 recipes. One was a recipe that I've made before, Robin. It is your recipe for cornbread salad. And man, it turned out good. It turned out so delicious. And then I made a muffin recipe that was a first-time recipe, but it is definitely a keeper. The only thing different I might do with the recipe is add nuts to it next time, because it's just really, really good. It's kind of almost like a morning muffin, healthy kind of a thing, and if I added a little bit of nuts in there, you get the protein too. And so I can't wait to share those with you. They will probably drop not this week, but next week. So that's going to be fun. Oh yes, and Alice, poor Alice, she said things are starting to look up. I had a rough end of year with COVID and then sciatica. So yay to 2024. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Nikki. You're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. I love that song. And every time I see your name, I have to sing it. And most of the time I sing it in my head, because I know not everybody wants to just listen to me sing that song. I'm warming up my hands with my coffee. And so, yeah, I got my planner, and I've been, so far, I've been able to really, really have fun with my planner, and, just keep things going. And so yeah, I'm really excited about it. Like last Friday. Okay, so tomorrow, oh yeah. Okay, so I have scheduled tomorrow and Thursday. They're scheduled for the other channel, the recipes that are going to drop. But after that, I don't have anything scheduled. So this week, because over the Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday, when we had company coming and all of that, oh yes, Massachusetts got your Maryland snow, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh yes, and Alice finished a baby blanket, and now she's starting to work on stuff for the upcoming craft shows. So that's good. That's good. Hey, I see that some of the sun is starting to move. The sun is starting to move over, so that's good. 8:30 is when it's like, whoo, right here, at least during this part of the year. So it's really good to see everyone. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for coming in. And let me look at my computer here. So I'm not filming from the computer, but I am filming from my phone today because I couldn't get the computer to be the correct height. And so I thought it would be easier just to, move the phone around because I want to show you, I can see floor in my craft room. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. When the movers left, this room was packed. Like the door wouldn't even close. There was no way to get in or out. It was kind of crazy, kind of crazy. Ah, wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. Yep. Nikki's singing along with you, Alice. She's singing that song. Yes, Manic Monday. Miguel says he has so much to do today, and I can relate. I usually have a lot on my list, and I get to what I can get to. And then if I don't get to it, then I move whatever was on my list to another day. Sometimes I scrap it. I have had things on my to-do list that I decided not now. So, and that's okay too. So when you have a to-do list, you get to decide what's on it, and you get to decide what the what the due date will be on it. So, yay. All right. So see, I could invite myself in and then I could share things on the computer, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So this is how I wanted to be able to do lives with tutorials where I have the camera. Like I would invite myself as a guest and then have the camera showing my hands doing whatever. So it would be a split screen, my face, and then my hands. And then we could do live crochet tutorials together. And I just thought that would be fun. I don't know. What do you think about that? Getting together and maybe breaking it into, different sessions and just crocheting together and doing work on, whatever project we have. I think that that would be fun too. There's a lot of yarny fibers floating around in this room. Mm. Ah, okay. Alice says, I'm a terrible procrastinator. And what did you say about lists? Oh, lists or no lists? Oh, it doesn't matter whether you have a list or not. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to keep up with some things so that I can enjoy my family. Now, next week, is it next week? Let me look. So this is this week. Yes, it's next week. Next week, I have more company coming. And so, yeah, and I even had like what was going to, oh, see, I shouldn't do that. I even have on here like what is supposed to air. And since I haven't even filmed those yet, I probably shouldn't be writing them in my planner. But anyway, it's all good. I'm going to work this through. So this is January. I'm going to work this through, and surely by the end of the year, I'll have it figured out. Sometimes it takes that long, doesn't it, to get it into your brain, and you're like, mm-hmm. So the other day, it was kind of afternoonish or whatever. I had been talking to hubby about, and he's been offering and offering, you want to do the craft room right now? I just didn't get inspiration, right? I was tired, or I had something else that I needed to do, or I just wasn't feeling it, right? Oh, Robin says, I'm working on a beanie for Paisley. It is from the Oh, the Repeat Crafter. Repeat Crafter Me. Are you doing the heart beanie? I saw that. It's Repeat Crafter Me. And her name is Sarah Zimmerman. And I have one of her books. It's the Critter book. She's amazing. Okay. She's amazing. So yes, it's the Repeat Crafter Me, Sarah Zimmerman. And I bet it's the heart beanie. I looked at that and I was like, do I have enough? Yes, the heart beanie. That is so adorable. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. So yes, I really like that. She is something else, that Repeat Crafter Me girl. My sweet sister-in-law, I made her a monkey one year. Yes, she's easy to follow, and she's really fast in her tutorials though. And I'd like to follow her patterns. In fact, I did one of her patterns for a little baby onesie. Well, it wasn't a onesie, it was more like a little it kind of had like a bib overall kind of a look, but it didn't have the legs. It was kind of like a onesie, but it had bib overalls. And I did it in a lavender color, and my little Annabelle, for little Annabelle when she was born. And she's just so adorable in it. Oh my gosh. And then that was when I made the flat bears. And so I made a flat bear in the same color. And it was just really cute. So my daughter-in-law took a picture of Annabelle in her little onesie overall, and the little flat bear with her. She was just, an infant. And but that was so cute. Yes. Yes. Sarah Zimmerman has some really, really cute patterns. And yeah, I really, really like it. So what was I saying? Oh, so one afternoon I was like, one morning he was like, do you think you might want to do the craft room today? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And so he knows to just wait for me to lead, because, he doesn't want, crazy Barbara coming out and saying, I'm not ready. Don't pressure me. So anyway, I finally said, let's do it. And I had a plan, and he was like totally confused by my plan, but that was okay. He went along with it, and bless his heart. And so there were like, I told him, I'm like, all the things on this wall, I need to, pull out, and let's see what's in there. There were about 6 boxes that didn't even have craft things in them, right? There were some that were books, not craft related books, just books. There were some that, they were stuff that needed to go in our bedroom, things that, like, for closet things, and some that had some clothes in them, and some, how you just accumulate stuff. And it was just stuff boxes, right? I mean, I don't even know how else to explain it. So, just stuff. So anyway, we got those out. I still have a ton of boxes here, but it's more manageable, and I feel really relieved. I got a table set up, a work table, right? And now, bless his heart, hubby would get going in the boxes, and he would kind of like start, and I'd be like, no, this is not the time to look through the boxes. This is the time to move things out. All we do is we look to see what it is, so we know where it's gonna go, right? And so anyway, so I've got this one wall just stacked with some boxes, but it's not overrun. And then you can see this area here, and then I'm going to swing you around here. Okay, so this right here is a table. And this is an expandable table. This is the table that I was using in Florida to actually do my tutorials on. And so it has very long leaves on it. It's actually a craft table. It's one that just, it's like a white craft table that expands, but it's kind of high. As you can see, it's like chest high to me. So, you know, which if you had a taller chair, it would work fine. But I'm better off with normal size chairs because my legs are so short. And if I sit in a higher chair and my legs hang, it's not good for circulation, you know. So it's better if I can keep my feet on the ground. So as far as this table goes, I may use this in the future for working on crafts and whatnot. If I need to, you know, spread something out, or if I need to, if I'm going to stand and do something, then that would be okay. But for right now, I'm using it to hold my printer. And then over here is a stack of 4 boxes. I know you can't see all of them, but let me show you. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so you see there's 4 boxes with yarn and crafty stuff. And then let me see. Let me see if I can, no, it's not going to let me. Okay, so then on this side here, I'm just going to angle you to the floor for just a second. Look at all that floor space. Can you believe that? And so over here is just stacks of boxes and bags and things like that. And then along this wall here, over to the corner, it's just stacks of boxes, and my cart is right here. Can you see my cart? And so then over in the corner, there are some boxes stacked. And then, of course, my work table. And look, more floor. Can you see that? More floor. This is crazy. I'm loving the floor. And because I have space. So let me close this one up. Oh, and last year, my sweet sister-in-law and brother-in-law gave me this ring light. And this one is one for the floor, and it stands really tall. It works really well. But in Florida, I didn't really have a whole lot of room, so I didn't bring it out of the box. And when we went to the cabin for a little bit, then I brought it out at the cabin. So I used that one at the cabin, and it worked really, really well. So anyway, and then as you can see, the curio, I don't know if you remember, the curio used to be in the corner over here, right here. So like where I'm standing, where you're looking from right here is the door. I have your back up against the door, and you can see, you know, I've got a ceiling fan there, and you can see that is the room right there. You can see corner to corner of the room. It's not a very big room. It's a 10 by 10 room, I think. And so, and then this wall to the right, this wall is the wall that's going to get the shelves. And see the plug up here? Right there. That is where I'm going to have a shelf under there, because I think I have an older TV. It's like a 42-inch or something like that. But it's an older TV, and it's a flat screen, but it has feet. And it has the HDMI plug so that you can plug in like a Roku or something like that, which is good. But it's not one that can hang on the wall, I don't believe. So I'm going to have a long shelf right there and be able to set the TV on that shelf in the middle, plug it in. And so on the bottom here, we'll have a long shelf, the full length, another long shelf, the full length, and then one more long shelf, 18 inches off the floor, full length. And then on either side of the TV, we'll have a short and a short, and then maybe one more short and short, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe even one more long all the way across at the very top. So anyway, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that because finally then I will be able to get all of these boxes emptied and be able to finally get this room cleared up and ready for business, right? Ready for, there we go. Ready for, you know, getting things together. I love having this table this way. I moved it from, I had it in front of the window, which was fine. But because I wanted to stack boxes on that wall and I wanted to be able to have this as the background, I moved the table out from the window. And so I'm actually sitting sideways in the room. And, you know, now that I think about it, probably if I had flipped the sides of the room from, you know, one side to the other, then I wouldn't get that sun on me in the morning. But the plug for the TV is up there, and that's good because I wouldn't want it up here because then I would get the glare, right? But the purpose of having the TV is so that I can have multiple ways of keeping track of the conversations and all of that, so that you know, and the chats while we're live. So anyway, that's my tour of the craft room. Are you like shocked and amazed or shocked and terrified? I am feeling really good because there's floor. I have floor. Now there's also totes underneath this table and that I'll have to go through. So anyway, next week is when the family is coming to visit. My daughter-in-law is coming to, and she'll be installing the, what is this? Oh, it's a Walmart bag. I'm like, what is this? It's making me crazy. There we go. She's going to be installing the shelving, and then so I'm real excited about that because then you know, I can get it organized. Hey Naomi, it's good to see you. Oh, you'll have to watch later to catch the tour. Oh yes, yes. I mean, it's not much of a tour. It's like on this wall there are boxes, and on this wall there are boxes. But look at my floor. That was my tour. So professional. Oh, thank you, Naomi. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so last night I made muffins and I filmed it. So that's what we get to have for breakfast this morning. So I'm excited about that. Right? And so let's see. So that was 2. And I gotta get the cookies going, and I have to make some more bread. We're out of bread. And I have to make some more bread. So 4 more loaves of bread coming up today. And you know what? I think I did. I think I did do the Vanna White with the hands. And on this wall, I didn't have any, you know, letters to turn over though. Naomi, I had no letters to turn over. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Oh my goodness. Anyway, you know, it's really coming along. It's making me feel so much better to be able to have table space where I can set things out. I can sit and write. I can think. I can, figure out what what steps I need to take to go forward with this channel and with the other channel and with my crochet, and I've been crocheting. It's been fun. I think I did tell you that I laid the scrap blanket out on the bed, and I have, minus this much, I have, I have to almost double it. I have to almost do everything that, except for this much, I have to do so many rows. It's just crazy, but that's okay. It will be fine. And I have to remember that I'm going to be doing a border around it. So I do need to leave, several rows, because as I do the border, then I'll be adding a row on each side and a row on the top. But it'll be good. It'll be a-okay. And I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see all of the yarn that I have. I might be surprised really at how little yarn I have. I might be surprised at how much yarn I have. I don't know. I actually don't even know. It's going to be a surprise, and maybe I'll have to count the skeins, and then at the end of the year, I'll count them again. And Miguel, you have fun at the laundromat. Yeah, go have fun. Do your laundry, chat with people. Maybe you could do a live in your car. We'll watch it later. Yeah, and be safe. I think that might be the way to go. Once I get everything out, I think if I count all the skeins of yarn, which would be a little time consuming, but if I do that, and then at the end of the year in December, recount all the skeins of yarn and then do the subtraction, see how many skeins I went through, I think that would be, hey Lulu, good to see you. Good to see you. I think that would be a really fun, all your car videos are really great. Miguel, just have fun with them. You're doing great. And so I think that would be, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm excited now. I'm really excited to get the, okay. Oh, you're taking the dog to the groomers. Have a great day, Naomi. Be safe out there. And so I think that would be a really fun way to keep track of how many skeins of yarn I actually go through in this year, especially since I'm not going to be buying yarn because this is the YINBY year. Yay, I'm not buying yarn year, and it's my year of joy. So if I know how many skeins of yarn I've actually gone through in the year, I might be able to wrap my brain around how much yarn I really do or don't need to buy, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I also am excited because when I unpack all this stuff, I'll find my mom's sweater that I have to finish. I think the front and back was finished. I just needed to do, and I just need to do the arms. And so, yeah, I think that I got to find it so that she can start wearing it because she's cold. It's cold here for mom and dad. And I mean, I admit it's cold here. I love it though. Like I'm walking around, I walk around in t-shirts and I'm okay. But mom and dad, they're a little cold and, walking around in sweatshirts and wrapping up in blankets and they're still cold. I have the heat on. I have it up to 73. So it's quite cold for them. So I need to warm them up. And I wouldn't mind having a sweater so that I could, throw it on when I go outside. And then I have that sweater on. I don't have to wear, a jacket or anything. I have yet to wear a winter coat. one time I had to drive down um, to the mailbox at the road, which is like a quarter of a mile away. And so I threw on a robe, a terry cloth, really fuzzy, thick robe. And so I like had to try to time it so that I wasn't at the road when neighbors went by, right? And they're going to drive by going, oh, that's our crazy new neighbor. Look at her out here in her robe. Doesn't she own a coat? I'm like, yes, I do. It's in storage. No, we found the coats, but see, the coats that you buy in Florida are different, right? I mean, because you don't really have like warm parkas in Florida. You have, hoodies or zip up hoodies, or you have coats for fancy occasions, like when you're going up north to a wedding, then, you have a full length, black, oh gosh, what is that? Wool coat, right? That is just like really elegant looking. Well, I mean, I'm not going to walk around in a black full length wool coat here. First of all, it's going to get red clay mud on the bottom. And second of all, it's a little overdone, it. So anyway, I have to, eventually we will, accumulate new clothing for the different seasons here. But right now, and when we're Floridians for the past a long time, let me tell you, it's a long time. I was in Florida almost 40 years. Isn't that crazy? Crazy to me. So, yeah. Anyway, almost, I think it was like 37 or 38 years I was in Florida. And so, you don't accumulate cold weather clothing there. Alice says, I just saw a cute sweater, basic sweater, but had a row of granny squares. What? That sounds amazing. You know how much I love the granny squares. I love the granny squares. Oh my goodness. Oh, Alice, I don't know if you have the drop. Was it a free pattern or you just saw the sweater somewhere? Oh my goodness. If you have the grannies at the cuffs, and then what about around the waistband? How cute would that be? I'm thinking about it right now. That's really cute. Sounds really fun. Um, I saw another sweater the other day, and instead of, so basically it was two rectangles, and then they like sewed up the front, so then it kind of made a V-neck, kind of like this shirt. Move over, kind of like this, and then in the back, I think you just brought it up a little further, so you didn't have like a big V in the back. Well, I mean, it may have had a big V in the back, but I wouldn't want a sweater with a big V in the back because I would be cold, right? But anyway, so it had the V, and then you just added the sleeves, sewed up the sides. It looked really easy to make. Looked super easy. Ah, okay, get your mom a pair of Minnetonka boots to wear around the house. She won't wear socks with them. They will keep her feet and the rest of her body warm. I swear by them, Robin says. Okay, well, are they heavy? Because that will determine. If they're not heavy boots, then she will maybe wear them, but she doesn't like things to come up. She's very particular about her shoes, Robin. Very particular. So, and she doesn't like things to touch her ankles and blah blah blah. So I'll check. Yes, I think that sweater would be really nice, Lulu, don't you think? There's so many patterns out there. And I'm just really excited for the new year. Good morning, Willie. Good morning. It's good to see you. Happy Monday. And so I'm really excited about having all the yarn out so that I can shop my wall this whole year. And instead of keeping track, some people, what they'll do is they'll keep track of how many skeins of yarn they went through by holding on to the wrappers on the yarn balls. And that's great. And I always think, oh, that would be a great idea. But I always think that after I've either thrown some away or, you know what I mean, right? So I think that my little girls are going to be here, and maybe we'll do a project where we count how many. Oh, if you wear them, you don't even need a coat. Oh, wow. I'm going to tell Mom about that. Well, she's probably watching, Robin. So Mom, Robin says Minnetonka boots. You don't have to wear socks because I'm assuming that they have like a shearling, like a sheep shearling kind of a inside. Keeps your feet warm, keeps your whole body warm. And Robin says if she wears them, she doesn't even need a coat. So they must keep her really, really warm. She promises. So, well, that's interesting. Oh, they also have slippers that don't come up over the ankle. I'll have to get back with you. I think she might wear a 6 or a 6.5. I think that's what she wears, 6 or 6.5. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the slippers probably would be more her speed because she doesn't, like I said, she doesn't like things around her ankles. So, okay. So it's not Willie, it's Carla, Dancing Moon here. She's on her hubby's tablet. Okay. All right. Well, Carla, it is nice to see you this morning. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. So, what is on your hook today? And let me know what you've got going on right now. The only thing I have going on the only thing that I'm actively working on right now are 2 scrap projects. And one is a rug for in the bathroom. And then one is the scrap blanket that I've been working on for over a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Anyway, it's a long time. I've been working on it for a long time. So yeah, I can't wait to finish that because then I can work on some other things. Now we have some sneeze. Oh, you've been missing out too much. Oh, we're glad that you're here, Carla. We really are. Oh, well, you're not missing out today, although you did come in a little late, and I did just a real quick tour of the craft room for what it's worth. So you may want to go back after we finish the live. You may want to go back and watch the beginning of the show so that you can see my floor. I have floor. Oh, Lulu is working on a beanie for her friend. That's nice. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alice is making a bunch of keychains, worry worms, but with the wooden heads and hats. Oh my gosh, that sounds really cute. That sounds really cute. Okay, Carla, catch up. Yes, catch up after we get off of here so that you can see. I mean, I just explained my vision for this room, and then next week my daughter-in-law's coming, and so we're going to get the shelves up next week, and yay, I'm so excited. Very excited. So, oh, okay. Robin says I probably have a pair of slippers I can send her, size 6. I will check. All right, I'll ask her as soon as we get off the live. I'll ask her if it's a size 6 or not. Yeah. That's great. I think she would really like to try them. Yeah. Anything to try and help keep her warm. And she's not a real big fan of of the shoes. She always wears shoes in the house. But then, when she wants to sit on the couch and prop her feet up. She doesn't want to wear the shoes. So she's been wearing big fuzzy socks. And, sometimes those things can keep your feet warm and sometimes not. So, oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. I was getting really thirsty. Oh, Alice is going to post a picture when they're done. Oh, she's going to call them spring worms to sell at the Easter shows. That's nice. That's nice. You know what you could do is do some little birdies. Birdies are not easy to do. Some of them, I don't know. Anyway, you could do the early bird gets the worm, gets the spring worms. That would be fun. That sounds really cute. Yeah. So Alice is working on projects for selling at her next event. And then I know Naomi has events regularly. Does anybody else sell at events? I have never once sold at an event. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really a good salesperson. I can tell people about some random thing that doesn't even relate to me, but I can tell them about some random thing and how great it is and blah, blah, blah. But if I make something or if I'm selling something, I'm like, you don't want this, do you? And that's kind of the way I feel, right? I'm not very good. Either that or I feel like I push too hard. I'm not a good salesperson. I'm not one to just like, oh, yeah, this is great. Oh my gosh, unless it's not related to me. And then I can sell all I want. Oh, Lulu, I'm very excited about my craft room. I just can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get the shelves because then I can empty the boxes. And, when I was emptying boxes and putting things in, in the cubbies back here, first of all, can you see, let me see, I'm going to go right here. Can you see this cubby right here? Well, this section right here, it's hard to do backwards on my phone. That section right there, I zip tied. Can you see how they're like wonky? And then now this one, hubby did this one for me. And he used the little circle things right there, the clippy things. And so those are nice square boxes, right? And Alice says, my sister comes with me and she's my chatterbox marketer. See, she's good at that too. See, when it's not your own, they can, you can just like, hey, look what my sister made. Isn't this adorable? Oh my gosh, I love this. Have you ever seen anything like it? Right? And Carla, that's a great idea. Pretend like it's someone else's stuff that you're selling for them. That's a great idea. And that's a way to wrap your mind around it so that you can like, oh yeah, she makes all these things. She's so great at it. And so, because sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm really great. I'm a great crocheter. People they don't want you to be like all that, right? But if you're talking about someone else, then you can, really pump them up. And anyway, yeah, that's a really great idea. Really great idea. Oh my goodness. Well, gang, it is time for us to run. And I hope that you have a great Monday. Keep crocheting, and I will see you on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have this set up, and I'm going to really try so that we can do like a Whip Wednesday, and I can work on something, and you can see it while we're chatting. I think that would be really, really fun. And so I'm going to try to work that little bug out and see what I can do. So anyway, in the meantime, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and much love to everybody. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.